Setting a clear destination for where you want to go is a cheat code, man. It gives you tunnel vision. You look through everything through like a fucking, like a telescope on exactly where you're trying to go, versus just kind of like sporadically just trying stuff and just doing whatever everybody else doing because you don't know what to do. You need clarity. Know where you're going. Facts. What's poppin', chat? So, a couple things for today. We're gonna get into some reaction videos. I'm gonna do some videos for YouTube channel and shit. I think I'm gonna do one of Adam Ivine's marketing videos. We're gonna look over his marketing videos. And then after that, you know, we're gonna make some beats. If you are focused on trying to get streams, it's a completely different path from trying to get paid. In my humble opinion, trying to get streams and trying to get paid are two different paths. One is trying to build your brand just like from your music. You just want people to like your music. That doesn't necessarily equate to you getting millions of streams per month so that you can make a bunch of money. You got to go out there and build relationships in your fans. Russ talks about a song a week, which was the value that he was providing while he was building relationships with his fans. He was talking about his music. He was talking about his songs. He was showing the behind the scenes process. He don't talk about that. He was on Snapchat showing y'all the behind the scenes process, which built the relationship with the fan, which people love the music even more because he built that relationship with them. You know what I'm saying? They don't talk about that though. Where are you? Where do you feel like you at on how clear you are? Are you a 1? Are you a 0? You no clarity? Are you a 10 where you know exactly where you need to be? Put it in the comments. Put it in the description. Put it in the comments. Banging. You did sign up to be a content creator and you did sign up to be an influencer. What do you think a rapper is? Music is a type of fucking content. Fucking the influence that your music has makes you an influencer by default. By growing and your people listening to your music and being inspired. Inspire is a type of influence. Inspiration comes from influence. You see what I'm saying? Like, you did sign up to be a content creator and you did sign up to be an influencer. You just didn't know that it was a job. You thought it was gonna be cool and fun and all you had to do was shoot a music video and you blow up. You didn't know you had to actually show up and be there for people. And that's what it is.
If your content doesn't have a clear call to action, it's just entertainment. You're not here to entertain. You're here to convert attention into dollars.
100%, y'all. And I'm glad he did this. I'm glad he's doing this. Like, I'm so glad that he's talking about, you know what I'm saying, converting them into clients. If your content doesn't have a clear call to action, it's just entertainment. You're not here to entertain, you're here to convert attention into dollars. No kizzy, bro. Like, you need a way to convert people into some money, or you kind of just, like you say, you're just an entertainer. You're not a rappreneur yet. You're not a rappreneur until you know how to take that bucket of people who are coming into your world, who are coming into your content, who are finding out about you, who are discovering who you are for the first time, and you making offers to them and they may not be ready for it yet, but you got to have conversion techniques and strategies in place to learn how to nurture those people and warm them up and get them ready to buy from you in the future, so that eventually they'll become customers. They might not become a customer today, the day you find them, but eventually they might become customers, or they might become clients. You know what I'm saying? Or they may just stay Ghostwire followers, but you need some kind of metric there to convert as many of them as you can. How many of y'all ever got camera anxiety? From knowing you had to go in there and press record in front of the camera and talk, and it's gonna be awkward, and you don't know if anybody's gonna be paying attention. You don't know if anybody's gonna care. You don't know if you're gonna be looking right, if you're gonna be acting weird or say something stupid, and you go through all of these fear thoughts and you get scared and you just don't do it. You just put it off. That's what procrastination is. You just decide to put it off. You just decide, not that I'm not gonna do it, I'm gonna just do it tomorrow. I'm gonna do it later. I'm just not gonna do it right now. And then later comes and I'm gonna do it the next day. It's raining outside, I'm gonna do it later. That's that procrastination creeping in. And it's because anytime that there's a big goal, you got to think about like a tree in a meadow. Anytime there's a big tree, there's always going to be a matching shadow of the size of the tree. So the bigger the tree, the bigger the shadow. That shadow is that procrastination that's keeping you from making that video, from doing that thing. And like I said, the bigger that goal is, the stronger that procrastination is going to be to not do it, to not follow through with it. That's why you just got to put it out there. You got to tell people. And you gotta put dates on yourself and make promises to yourself that you know you can keep, because that'll hold you accountable. Deadlines are extremely important. Something I had to learn when I got all of this free time. I quit my job and I'm becoming like full-time entrepreneur. I had to quit my job and I'm realizing like, yo, like all this extra time is giving me analysis paralysis. I'm like, oh, I should do this and I should do this and I should do this, and I'm not doing nothing. I'm not doing enough. That's real shit, man. Just start, just get in that repetition. Put limits on yourself that you know you'll break later. Like when I first started, I was doing content and streaming. I was like, I'm only gonna do 2 minutes of streaming. I cannot do more than 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, I gotta cut it off. And then I would try to do 2 minutes and I just go a little longer. Then I go to 5 minutes. Then I went to 15 minutes. Then I'm at 2 hours, you know? So just start with little things. When I'm ready to go to the gym, I'll tell myself, all I gotta do is go in there and stretch and I can leave. And literally every time that I go in and stretch, I finish the workout. But I just tell myself, I just go in and stretch and I can leave. And it works. It gets me through the door, which is the hardest part. Just start, just get it going. How often are you making songs? How often are you actually like being repetitive in your song making process? Not even just like writing verses or coming up with ideas and stuff, but the completion from idea to publish song. From idea to a song being published and marketed, like the complete process. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know the complete process for the Rapper Secrets course, where I go through the complete production process from start to finish, not just making the music, not just the production process, but the pre-production process, the planning, the mindset, the preparation, the registration, getting everything set up. Then you go into the production. Then you go into post-production where you distribute it and you market it and you go through your analytics and you go through that whole process. And it's not just like make the song and post it. It's like a whole process to it. You need to practice the entire process. You know what I'm saying? You need to practice mapping it out, creating it, and then distributing it and marketing it and doing the analytics. And like I say, if you want that course, use that course as a checklist. Go to independentrappers.com. But that is it. You want to go through that whole process. When I make a beat, I go from creating the beat to publishing the beat and marketing the beat every time. Don't skip the process. Have you ever like reached out to people to try to get shows? Like instead of just like putting music out there and shooting videos, like have you ever tried like reaching out to people to get booked for shows? Like have you ever tried to like go out on your own accord, find people, speak to them, see if you can provide any kind of value for them, and then try to get booked on the show, or try to tell them that you could sell tickets, or tell them that you could bring so many people to their event, or whatever would be valuable to them? Not necessarily what you want out of it and how many minutes you want to perform and stuff, but what can you do for them? How many of y'all have ever done that? If you ever done that, let me know in the comments. People have to know who you are, bro. People have to know who you are. People have to know that you exist. People have to know what you do. Even better, people need to know your story. People need to know what you've been through. People need to know the effort that you're putting into it. They need to know. They need to be able to see it. Nobody wants to invest into a rapper who they ain't seen in 8 months. He only drop every 6 months, every 8 months. He don't put effort into the music videos. Why would I invest into this nigga? He ain't trying. When I see the effort that you're putting in, it attracts me. It attracts me to you. It's like, oh, I see potential in him because he's putting in effort. He's putting in effort to go above and beyond in the music, in the lyrics, in the content. That effort attracts the right people. When it comes to like entertainment industry, like artists, people are paying for access. They want to pay for access to you. They want to pay for proximity to you, getting closer to you, getting within your proximity. You know what I'm saying? They want to pay for intimacy. They want to pay to be able to touch you, to be able to say that they had an engagement with you, to say that they had an interaction with you, to say that they have a relationship with you. And the only way that they would want to even do that is by you putting out enough content to where you seem almost like bigger than life. So where you're putting out so much content that it seems like almost unattainable to reach you, to where I see you everywhere that I go. So when I see you in person, it's almost like a flex to be within your proximity, because you could be anywhere, you could be doing anything, and I'm in the same room as somebody who's putting in all of this effort, who's creating all of this content, who's influencing so many people. People want to be able to get intimate with them, especially when you're like a musician and you're making music, because now your relationship is so much deeper. You're a part of these people's lives during the most intimate moments that they have. Like, think about like a Keith Sweat, as far as like the times when people were listening to their music, when they're almost at their most intimate states of their life. You know what I'm saying? Where they're the closest they're ever gonna be with someone, and your music is in the background. Your music is setting the tone for that moment that they'll probably remember the rest of their life. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to like meeting an artist, like, man, you changed my life. You were a part of this part of my life. Like, and now I'm here in the same room with you, or I want to get closer. I want to come support you for being able to set the foundation for those moments. You know what I'm saying? Imagine just your song was the song that changed somebody's life, gave somebody their dance move that blew up on TikTok and changed their life. You never know, but you gotta put that content out there so that people can know who you are. You gotta let people know about it.
Posted to
It's my
social media
first
for
meal
social
of the
proof,
day, bro.
Status
Crazy.
for all different reasons.
W. Adam Ivy. W. Adam Ivy. My boy said he retiring. He finna give it up. Finna get out the game. Bro, really has been around for a long time. Real staple. I used to watch a lot of his content as a producer, but it wouldn't really apply. Most of it didn't really apply for like artists like you guys. But now W video, ton of game, like you say, bro. Being consistent, being confident, having a conversion strategy in order to get people to convert and turn them into customers, that's really what it's about, man.